Yeah, and technology is probably the key. You know, a lot of things, even as we sit here in this office, we think about things with our telephones and the bricks and mortar and the actual office space, and actually needing an office, I don't think is as relevant as it was 25 or 30 years ago. We get maybe 5 phone calls on our voicemail a week. Everybody's gone to texting or cell phones or email. So with laptops and cell phones, I'm not sure we need to be building all these office spaces. At least shared office spaces might be more of the way of the future, instead of wasting all this money on the square footage. Yeah, the university has all of our facilities. It's not managed in-house, but the university, what we call a control center, they control all the air conditioning and the lighting and that sort of thing for us. And we just give them the schedule per week. If the door is unlocked, locked, lights on. Well, lights can be done manually here, but there is a energy control management system that is in place at the university that can help us, especially during holidays. With a building like this, it's hard to do because our schedule's all over the place. We open up very early and we close very late, and we're open almost every evening and weekend. So it's tough to put that on the schedule, so we just call it in every week.
What do I see as the future of sports facility management? I believe sports facilities will always be managed almost in the same way. I mean, there's always improving technology and improving, and the games change and stuff like that. But you're always going to need communication, and you're always going to need to work with people. And that's 75% of the battle, is being able to communicate and work with people. Because if you can't do that, you're in the wrong business.
I think sport facility management is still on the rise. I think that we're seeing certainly no shortage, no slowing in the building of large arenas and large stadiums. I think there's a need for humans to want to follow sport and to be entertained. And I don't think that need is ever going to go away. And that need creates the need for buildings of this size to host these events. And it's something that brings people together. And it's something that becomes a major public asset. And I think that's only going to continue to increase. And from a management standpoint, I think what we're seeing is more recognition to private management companies as being the preferred choice to manage those buildings. You know, where a municipality, a city, or a county knows that they want a facility of this type, they don't necessarily have the expertise to manage it in the most efficient manner and get the most out of it. And I think there's an increasing recognition that private management is a smarter choice for managing those facilities. And so I think, I think they'll continue to be built, they'll continue to be a main source of community pride, and secondly, I think private management will continue to take a larger share of management opportunities.
As far as facility management, you know, game day is our product. So we're really selling the team. We want to get fans to come to the facility, and a lot of that has to do with the people that work here. So you know, we have 20 to 30 interns in our program at any given time, and they are actually our workforce for game day. So you know, they're all wearing the light blue polos. They have a one-day orientation on everything from game day to how to be in the office. So a couple hours at most on kind of how to run a game day. And then on game day, they're actually in positions all across the board. So you might be in the press box, you might be on the plaza, you might be on the field, any and everything. And for a lot of people, this is even the first game that they've worked. So it's very, you know, exciting, I think, for people to be working in this industry.
I see the future of sports facility management growing. My department, since 1998, we've only had 3 people working in this department. This year we hired our intern who went to West Virginia University We had a luncheon, my boss Roy and John Clyde had lunch with our president, and he said hire him. So we went out and hired him, and he was happy as anybody. He's a New York Jet fan, but now he's a Baltimore Raven fan for life. We hire an intern each year. The one this year's coming in from LSU. He's from New Orleans. He worked the Super Bowl for the league down there this past year, and that's how we grow our field. Is the stadiums, the NFL, the Major League Baseball, NBA, NHL. They're getting their interns to come in, and that's how we can grow our business, our industry of getting the younger kids, the younger generation, the experience that we've learned over the years. Because we didn't have somebody teaching us what we had to do. We're all on the job learning. You learn your building. I've been here 17 years. I can tell you where it's going to crack, where it's going to leak, in the change of the temperatures of the seasons. We have railroad in our east ends of trains go by there all the time. That side of the stadium sits a little lower than the other side, just because the trains go by every day. So experience in your building, helps out a lot.